Finds Barrett. Get a shot up. This is for the win. Oh, it's good! Off the window!
So lucky.
Wins it for the
I mean,
I love it though. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, I want to see the slow, but Tracy Morgan. RJ's a.
I'm so happy for RJ.
Yeah.
Boston does a
Oh my
great
God.
job. Tatum is right there. He just throws
So
it
beautiful.
up desperation and gets it off the glass. 4 for 15 on the night, but he made the one he had to make.
Right on Jason Tatum
Yeah.
too. That's the best part.
And it like completely redeems. He had a very average game. Wow. And RJ's a lefty, so like you got to think he's coming to the left on that side. He's coming to his dominant side.
Yeah.
And he starts fading to his left, so it's just so
Yeah,
beautiful.
such a crazy shot.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for him.
Fuck Jason Tatum.
Fuck Jason Tatum.
RJ's a better
and we were
number
down
3
by
pick.
20. I remember when we
25.
got to
We walked in
Ryan's daughter.
81-61.
Shout out to Devontae.
Shout
Happy
out to
birthday,
happy birthday,
Devontae.
Devontae. The only guest we've had. It was 81-61 when we walked in, which is so crazy. You know, God, what a win! That was such a good one.
Yeah, and then you were like, "Oh shit, we're done by 7."
yeah.
And we were like, "Oh fuck, well I guess we can stick around."
Oh yeah, I was
rest of the
full blown ready to leave after that drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I was just like, "All right, I'm gonna have this and leave."
yeah, have one little doozy.
Yeah, one just to make Devontae happy.
Yeah, say you
Birthday bully.
were there.
Yeah, exactly.
Say you contributed to the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was such a good game, and I was so happy to be in that bar. I jumped around like a fucking nutcase.
Yeah.
I was going crazy.
I was ready to dap you up, but you were already bouncing.
I was so
You were already
excited.
going.
Yeah.
I was hyped because I didn't realize how many Knicks fans were at the bar.
Oh yeah,
and
it was
then
nice.
and then like shit started happening, and I would occasionally hear people like, "What the fuck?" and shit like that. I was like, "Nice. We're in good company."
It's always a good feeling to be at a bar with fans, especially. Like it's the only thing better than I would say it's the third best way to watch a game. Number 1 being you are in the MSG, obviously.
right, live
Number 2 being like in the comfort of your own home,
Yeah.
like being very relaxed. And then number 3 being at like a very popular bar of that team
with fans
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I don't even like Ryan's daughter.
no,
I don't even like that bar.
It's an alright bar.
It's okay. It's just I think it's just because we know people that go there so often that
Yeah,
it's just like
like-
it's left a bad impression.
They
on
do
us.
go there a lot, yeah. But
a lot.
it's like this one of the spots on the Upper East Side. So like
Yeah.
it's cool to pop in there every now. and
Yeah,
then.
exactly. It's nice to pop in.
When I go out now, I feel like
Rick's a great bartender too. Chef
yeah.
Rick.
He always looks. I always hook him up too when I pay.
Yeah.
So he's always like
He's a sweetheart.
pours the drink stiff. Which is the way I like him.
Yeah.
Stiff and hard. But yeah, no. What was I gonna say? When I go out, I feel like it's typically more. I love Midtown now.
Oh really?
Midtown. I mean, if I'm not going out in Brooklyn or Queens, Midtown has so many good bars. Like the 50s, like the lower 50s, like 51st and 54th. Like between that area, there's dozens of places.
And
you
what
can
avenue?
go to. First and second.
Oh wow.
Second and third. First and
Okay.
second. Yeah, all
Yeah.
There's a bunch. That one block on 53rd is like always one of my favorite places to go out
Yeah.
because they have so many places on that spot.
Oh yeah. I had no idea. Are they like
Yeah.
dancey or like dive?
No, it's more like dive bar, less
Nice,
dancing.
I
They
like
do have
dive.
like a Latin spot where you could dance.
Oh, yeah?
Which is good, yeah. But for that, you just go to Jackson Heights.
Uh-huh.
There's so much good spots.
Nice.
I've been put on recently.
Jackson Heights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I never think about what the nightlife is like in Queens or like Harlem or anything like that. I bet
pretty
it's
nice.
so different from the nightlife in the usual city spots.
Well, Brooklyn. Well,
Probably feels like another country.
yeah.
Almost.
Well, I would say Queens and Brooklyn have a similar feeling. Manhattan still feels like you're in the city. You know.
Right. Yeah. Manhattan definitely feels like college grads.
Right.
Like,
What I
wait.
wait. I was saying the thing about Brooklyn to me and why I never want to live there is because like from Thursday to Saturday, it's a Thursday to Saturday nights, it's a great place to be. But like in the morning, depending on what part of Brooklyn you're in, and in most parts, like it's not like you don't have many nice places to just like walk to. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
the water in Brooklyn is nice. There's a lot of like historical places you can go visit in Brooklyn, but things are way more spaced out than they are like in the city, where like you can
Yeah.
walk anywhere. Like in the city, I can walk, and just from where I live, I can walk to like 15 different like really nice locations, including Central Park, the UN, Twitter City.
Just so many little like nooks and crannies
That are-
too. Like
yeah.
there's that one place on 79th between 2nd and 3rd. There's just like a random plaza.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
The Goldfish, I think we used to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I remember the M79, man. That bus was my life for 4 years in high school.
Yeah.
I remember.
Classic.
Yeah, my favorite. It's so funny. It's so nostalgic. My favorite thing about the M79 was when I lived on 82nd in York, and I would get on the M79. It was like the first stop or the second to first stop because nobody would get on at East End.
Yeah.
And I would always get on and go to like my favorite seat, which was like you know how they have the single seats?
Yeah.
I get
on the side.
Yeah, so I get the furthest backmost single seat,
Uh-huh.
and then I would knock out because my stop was on Amsterdam, which was the last stop at the time.
Damn. Wait, is that when you were going to Arts and Tech?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I would pass out, sleep like an extra 20, 25 minutes. And there were times I remember the bus driver would get on the thing and say, last stop, kid, wake up, last stop. It was so funny.
Yo, that's so lit.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Wait, so did you like know the bus driver after a while, or was it just like
It was more
coincidence?
just like, it was more just like,
You just knew it was the
he knew who I was and I was
high school kid.
Yeah, we never really spoke. There was a lot of kids who took that bus too, but
Right.
I loved that bus, but I always hated getting off of it because then I had to switch to, I think it was whatever the bus that ran down Amsterdam and 8th Avenue or 9th Avenue was.
Okay.
It ran down like from south, so
Yeah.
I would get on it there and then
You'd have to take two buses.
Yeah,
because you'd have to go.
79th and the 66th, so I could get the free transfer.
Yeah.
But, you know, school Metro cards, it didn't cost you anything.
Yeah,
so
it was all free.
I wish
was
I
the
could get
best.
one right now. It was the best shit ever.
Yeah. I remember when people started looking old, they would start checking. Like cops checked. I don't know if you remember Kevin, like the tall Dominican guy.
Yeah, of course. He was in our
He-
football league, or
yeah,
basketball league.
Yeah, so when we were seniors in high school, the police stopped him,
That's funny.
and
he's a cop now.
they checked. Yeah, he became. They checked him to see if he was like still of high school age. Hey, you need a fiddle real quick?
What?
You need a fiddle? You need
fiddle?
to like fuck with the
I'm-
thing. Get yourself all situated. Oh,
There we go. Now we're good.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I could imagine.
yeah.
I mean, but
yeah,
those
he looked old as fuck. Too.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
also like six.
and
He was
had
like 6'5".
facial hair
like
also.
that.
Yeah. I didn't really have facial hair until like college, end of senior year of high school, kind of that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they would definitely stop you, and it would always be selective.
Yeah.
And now the cops are back on the subways. I'm very happy about
Thank
that.
God, man.
Thank God. Cheers to Eric Adams.
Yeah, you know what? He's been doing okay.
He's
I'm always skeptical when it's a new person.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. His start has been a little shaky, but you got to give like at least a month for somebody to get comfortable because it's a crazy position to take on.
Crazy.
Especially when you're
so, like
look who
such a
you're-
unique position.
Yeah, and look who you're following. Like he's a piece of fucking trash.
Actual
Yeah.
caca.
Actual caca, like actual throw shit at a wall, and that's better than him.
Bill de Blasio.
And Bill DiCacchio. But
Do you think that'll be the last we ever see of him?
what do you mean?
Bill de Blasio?
No, he's gonna try to run for governor probably.
I heard about that, but there's no chance he gets any.
Well, there's a chance
right?
he gets some. I mean, he gets I first of all, I think Kathy Hochul will win unless Tom
think so?
Tom Swazi, who I think is the Long Island guy, who's
Uh-huh.
running against her, who I really like.
He's the Republican Long Island
But
guy, right?
he's super moderate.
Yeah.
He's
of
like Eric.
course.
He's
if you're
basically
in New York and you're Republican, you're like basically like a right Democrat,
unless
right?
I would say
Unless you're Curtis Sliwa.
yes, Curtis, yeah, or you're just a straight down the line kind of guy because it's very hard. Like Mayor Giuliani, when he was the mayor, was not very much a true conservative at the time.
Yeah.
You know, and Bloomberg obviously, like,
Yeah,
he ran
was,
he ran at first
left and right.
as a conservative and then switched to a Democrat,
Yeah.
which was just makes sense.
Yeah. He read the field.
He played the field. So he played the field. Smart
Played the
guy.
field.
But yeah, no, I think Eric
Swazi. Oh, and Adams, sorry.
But yeah, I think Eric Adams deserves the benefit of the doubt. I think he's obviously a little weird on the mic still.
Yeah.
Somebody
Swagger.
Yeah. Oh my God. He's like, New York City never had a mayor who didn't wear hoodies before. You know? And he's like, I can wear hoodies.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, gotta be honest with you, he's definitely cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, he's a cool guy, but he's gotta, and somebody said this on New York One, which makes sense. I forgot which reporter said it. I think it was the Jurgensen woman. He needs like a good
Jill Jorgensen.
Jill, yes, her. He needs a good speech writer.
Yeah.
Like somebody who could just help him just stay on point, because a lot of the
Right.
time when he riffs, it's not the best, and it just sounds a little incoherent. And when he goes off the cuff too much, it sounds a little distasteful sometimes.
Yeah,
Not for me,
yeah.
but for just the general public.
Yeah, because whenever somebody just talks off rip, they're just more bound to get shit for like whatever the fuck
Yeah.
they said.
Yeah. It's not like a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
not just riffing.
exactly. It's like when one of the reasons when Tim Dillon asked Lex Friedman, like, you think you could actually get Anthony Fauci on? And his people, Lex Friedman said, his people actually reached out to him, but they only wanted to do like 15 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is like, you need to do 3 hours, you know?
Yeah, that's the Lex Friedman's like formula,
which is
3 hour cast.
I don't know why. Oh, back to just real quick tangent. We're going right back to the Fauci to that interview. I love Lex Friedman, but for some reason I can't watch his podcasts in full.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was just watching his most recent, or maybe not most recent. It was just with this guy, Jay something. I'm gonna butcher his name.
Jay something is fine.
Yeah, Jay. He's like Indian or Indian American, like kind of like Sagar.
Right.
Actually, I don't know if he's Indian. Could be like, I don't know.
You could have just really fucked up.
Yeah, I could have just fucked up.
Ended your whole career just now.
Yeah. But anyway, he's some sort of South Asian descent, and he was talking all about how they like had a different plan for no lockdowns, but you protect the most the people who would be most highly affected by the virus.
Right.
And he just talks about the whole thing and like how Francis Collins, I think, isn't head of the NIH, and how he like immediately shut him out, shut them off as like fringe scientists, even though he's like a Stanford professor and stuff.
It's insanity.
But anyway, yeah, it's a Lex Friedman interview, and I definitely it's like a lot to get through because he interviews people who are like very niche,
and he's also he's smarter than any podcaster we listen to by far.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, he's more elite than Joe Rogan in every stretch of the imagination. You know what I mean?
I was actually just watching a Lex Friedman video. It wasn't a podcast. It was like a day in the life of Lex Friedman. And it's so funny, dude. He's such a robot. Like, he gets up in the morning. He has like a mantra. So like he'll talk about long-term goals, short-term goals, and stuff like that. And he has like reviews them for 10 minutes. Then he works for 4 hours. Like he'll focus on something for 4 hours, like uninterrupted. He'll like stop to go to the bathroom or get water, and that's it. And if he thinks of something that has anything to do with not what he's working on, he'll like jot it down and then go right back to working for 4 hours. And then
kind of insane.
He like, I think he plays guitar and goes on social media.
He's really good at guitar. I've listened to him play.
Yeah, he fucking jams out. He practices it every day or something. So, and then he exercises, showers, does another 4 hours of grinding, like another 4-hour study session.
Did you? Yeah.
And then just like there's like another 2-hour session in there too. It's just like so much of like
he's so elite. Did you see him in Andrew Schultz's wedding with David Goggins, Whitney
when
Cummings?
he was passed out?
Yeah, when he was passed out with Joe Rogan, that was hilarious. There's a video. I don't know if you want to pull it up on YouTube.
Sure.
But there's a video of like sure. We're gonna pull that up after. There's a video of just like Lex Friedman and David Goggins just doing a push-up contest in full suits while Joe Rogan narrates. It's so fucking funny.
David Goggins.
Yeah, that one. Oh my god.
You guys, Lex is gonna puke.
And Whitney.
Fucking Whitney Cummings.
Okay. No,
you could never beat David Goggins if you wanted to.
No, this guy.
Just some random guy.
Joe, you just started a cult. You're now
This
the big
is outrageous. This is outrageous.
I need Joe Rogan narrating my
everything.
life. Yeah.
He could just commentate quite literally everything.
Yeah.
My Make-A-Wish.
Always hurt.
Always hurt.
Trip.
As you almost slip in the shower.
Yeah.
I almost went down on that one.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting touched up.
You're at work and you're on a bad call. Oh, he's gonna lose this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was so funny.
By the way, I love that David Goggins pulls up to a wedding and like he's in like a quarter zip.
Yeah, he's in a quarter zip and like hospital pants.
Yeah. That's so funny. Gosh, yeah, that's so wild. It sounds like they had like a really good. It's so interesting to see this side of them where they're like all just like having
casual,
fun,
chilling,
just, like,
and having
cool
fun.
people.
I love that everybody was there for his wedding. It's so cool. Just everybody in one place.
Except that Tim Dillon wasn't invited.
Did he talk?
He's talked about it a little bit on when he had Lex on. He was like, "I wasn't invited, by the way." Oh, if you
Tim definitely thought, no, we're good. We're
There's
good.
that middle guy. It should
get
you nice and.
Oh, this
one right
here?
that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's
yeah.
Good. That's good.
There you go.
Oh, that's good. That's good. But yeah, no, I could see Tim Dillon getting jealous about that.
Yeah, he'd be like, he's like, I don't care, but he would be like annoyed.
Yeah,
you know?
of course. Oh,
Yeah.
he's a gay guy. That's drama.
Drama.
What I was seeing in drama was a good segue. There was the largest ever Pokemon sale of individual sealed cards, and it was a case of first edition 1999 Pokemon boxes. So it was six boxes of cards in one sealed case, and it's Logan Paul bought it for $3.5 million.
Oh my god.
But there's a lot of rumors that the box might be fake. It's the only one that's in circulation, and there's been a lot of rumors on it for years now that it's been being faked. So Logan Paul got like a bunch of the YouTubers who like are confirming it and are good in the community to fly with him to BGS or BGC.
Just spending more money.
Yeah, more money. Well, they could afford it.
Yeah.
And Logan Paul sold an NFT for like 800 grand. Yeah. That he paid 200 grand for it. Like in the course of 2 months, it went out. It's crazy. But they're flying there to the grading company because the company validated it, and they're a very like prestigious company, BGC. So they're gonna go do it in person.
That's different from PSA. They're
Different, yes, very different. They're the number one and two.
Okay.
PSA is number one, but in some ways it could be number one, and 1A and 1B. I would say.
Yeah.
PSA being 1A.
Yeah.
It's 1A, 1B. I would say. And so they're gonna, because they've authenticated it before and they marked it as authentic, but they're still saying it might be fake.
Oh.
So there's a lot on the line. They're going like it should be decided in the next day or two.
Yeah.
But just imagine like $3.5 million for 6 boxes of cards.
What if it's fake? Does he get his money back? $3.5
I would
million?
assume he has some insurance on that.
Yeah, right.
He has to.
Yeah.
You know, to get his money back.
Yeah.
You don't just spend $3.5 million on like a friends and family transaction. You know, you just don't. You're like, yeah, good job.
Who had it?
It's like 3.5 mil. Call it a day. Don't ever
Yeah.
talk to me again.
Sounds good, buddy.
You know? I'm not sure who sold it to him, but it was another reputable Pokemon person. They've been sold. The thing is, it's never been opened, and it's been sold around a bunch.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha. Is he going to open it? I feel like Logan Paul would be the type to spend 3.5 mil and then just open the box.
I think he opened one of them and he auctioned them off because he's done that a few times now.
Okay.
Because those packs are like individually, they're worth like.
I bet even like a shitty card is worth a ton.
Yeah, so I think like even a PSA 9 of like a Bulbasaur is still worth like $75.
Wow.
Which is like it's a common card you can pull, you know.
Right.
Even like the Dittos are like $150 PSA 9, which is bad.
Wow.
So PSA 10s are like double, triple that.
Uh-huh.
And Charizards are like a PSA 10 of the first edition Charizard is like $1 million card. Yeah, that's crazy. The peak it sold for like 1.2 million.
It must be hard to make your money back though. Now,
do you mean?
3.5 million for a box, and then the highest one is Charizard.
Well, again, there's so many factors with him to consider. Again, like he's partnering with a company called Whatnot, who started this new app for like people to sell cards on and do breaks on.
Yeah.
So like I'm sure they paid for part of it. They promoted as him paying for all of it. He's so popular.
Yeah.
Him and his brother are two of the most popular people on earth right now. It's insane.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
It's crazy.
If somebody walked up to you 2 years ago and told you you're going to be really into trading cards,
Yeah.
would you have believed them?
I have a box full of thousands of cards now. I wouldn't believe them. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like so random, right?
It's insane.
It's like, what? Trading cards?
A year ago this time, there was truly the peak of it's ever been in the history of cards.
Oh, wow.
Where they were selling off, people were fighting for cards.
It was
like
one
they
of
were
those
sneakers.
just like random pandemic things,
Yeah,
I guess.
I loved it so much. Though. It was so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, pulling the bad boy. You just had so much fun doing the breaks. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm I still love cards. Like I still have a bunch of them and I still want to sell them. I mean, I have a PSA 10 RJ Barrett out of 85 like Prism card.
Yeah.
It's like
That's a keeper though. It's RJ.
yeah, I know. But I would sell it if I got the right amount.
Yeah.
Like I
Who
paid,
knows where his career is going to go.
yeah, I pay like 300 for it. If I can get double, I would sell it.
Yeah.
But I like holding on to it.
But you also don't want to be that guy where like 15 years later, RJ is like one of the best of all time somehow.
Yeah, that would
and, like,
suck. That would suck. But the Knicks suck, so they have to prove it first. You know,
And
win a playoff game.
It's
win a
one of
playoff
those
series.
things where like if you buy Bitcoin or something and then you sold it, like you're not gonna you can't be pissed at yourself.
You said the magic word. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Or just buy some random asset.
Yeah,
Bitcoin is
but
just
don't sell it.
example.
Whatever you do, just hold on
Just
to
hold.
it. you know?
Yeah. Hodl, as they say.
As the kids say. I love me some Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Devontae has to create an NFT, an OpenSea account, so I could send him the NFT.
Yeah.
You know.
I wonder. I'm really curious where this all the shit's gonna go. I know Tim Dillon is big on it. He's bullish as fuck on, or he talks
in
as though
a
he is.
joking way.
In a joking
To
way.
be perfectly honest with you, like I would never spend money on it that isn't like as serious for NFTs, especially. You know, it just doesn't. To me, at least, like I know friends who have made a lot of money, and I have friends who have made no money and lost a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's 100% speculative. If you don't have like, it's also 100. It's legal money laundering. Like there's so much money laundering going on through it. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're transferring money through assets with no trace through the government.
Yeah.
Like once you have money in Ethereum, it's completely through. You can't be leaked on it. You could buy an NFT for $100,000.
Yeah.
And then you could resell that NFT to somebody you know for $900,000, and then that money is now. It's just
So random.
yeah. I'm sure
Or like
there's
probably so hard to trace.
I'm sure in 15 years, man, the metaverse is going to be something that's really fucking
Do
real.
NFTs, are they on the blockchain? Is that the
They're
whole
on
thing
the
with them?
they're on the Ethereum.
Oh, the Ethereum blockchain.
Yeah, they're on a few of them.
Okay.
You know, I don't know if you remember the Web3 thing that Lex and
They mentioned it. Yeah.
I don't know even how to start explaining that shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, I watched like a whole video on the blockchain and like Bitcoin specifically, Bitcoin's blockchain specifically.
Yeah.
And
smart contracts and
yeah, and that whole thing, the ledger and all of that stuff.
It's great.
And yeah, I thought it was interesting. I don't like that there's like transaction fees though. Like if I give you $5, I don't have to pay another like extra however many dollars if we're just giving each other money.
No, I understand. That's why you.
But I guess the fact that it's digital, that's the price you have to pay. Like,
Yeah, so you're essentially paying for the fees of the cost of the trade as opposed to paying a middleman. Because like when you send money through a bank or Zelle, or Venmo or Apple Pay, you're paying a fee no matter what. You know, you pay for a fee even if it's instant, even if it's not.
Really? I mean, if I send you money on Zelle, if I send you $5, it's going to be $5.
Right, but to get it to your bank instantly, you're paying a fee. You can't get that for free.
Okay.
So like
I know Venmo to transfer to your bank immediately.
It's a 1% fee, I think, or like 1 or 2%,
something like that, and then or you could wait 3 days,
which nobody wants to do.
Wait.
You're such a Jew, and I can say that because I'm a Jew. It's crazy.
I'm a penny pincher.
I'll never wait. I always instant. It's so much nicer.
Even if you get like, well, I guess you're never doing crazy transactions on Venmo, right?
No,
it's nothing crazy.
No. I got to tell you though, something that I have started doing, which one of my professors in college taught me, which I've really started to utilize, is just how to maximize all of my credit rewards, like by what transactions I spend with what. So with rent, for example, like I now pay for it through ClickPay, which is nice because I can pay with credit card now on rent.
Okay.
So like I've been doing that with one of my Delta card. So every time I pay rent now, obviously, you know, it's for me and my brother. Like when I pay my rent now, I get a tremendous amount of miles back. Oh. So it's like, although I am paying money, I'm getting rewards back.
Making sure you get some percentage back.
You maximize the value, I guess, on everything you're spending, basically.
Yeah.
So like for Uber, for example, although like I spend God knows how much money on Uber, I always use my Apple credit card and I get 3 to 4% back on transactions.
I know Amazon, they're like Amazon Prime card. If you have Amazon Prime,
that's going to be next.
5% back.
That's going to be next.
That's crazy.
That's going to be next.
That's like, definitely you got to do it. My dad has that one. So what we do is to maximize the rewards. I just buy with my card. Wait, no, I buy with his card and I just send him the money.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This way we just get the 5% back for him, you know? Try and do what I can.
That's a move, baby.
Yeah. Oh, the time, by the way, if you want to check, it's kind of small, but it's on the bottom right if you ever want to see it.
Baby, it don't matter to me.
Here. We're at 21.
That's 22. Cool. But yeah, you know, shits and gigs. Apple is such a
shitting and farting. So true. So true.
But I love Apple so much.
Yeah, I was thinking recently, like what Steve Jobs would think of Apple in its current state, you know? I feel like he'd be annoyed. Don't you think
That's a fair statement. I think it's definitely not as innovative. I mean, well, I don't know about you, but I can go back and watch the original iPhone press conference and the first like couple iPhone and iPod press conferences because it's just such a it's like iconic. It's captivating. Yeah, it's like you don't you can't even start to imagine him like going up there in the world predating like all of social media being so popular.
Yeah.
Like just going up there before people and telling them that everything that you use right now in a multitude of devices needs a computer. Fuck it, it's gone. You know, it's like he was saying like email, phone, music, iPod. It was like listing them off, and then it just merges into one iPhone.
Yeah.
And I watched the MKBHD.
That's so like mind blowing.
Yeah.
Right. Like imagine you're like just grew up in the '90s and it's just like, wait, what?
My dad
I don't need a beeper anymore.
It's good. I don't need beeper. BlackBerry's irrelevant now.
Yeah.
Touchscreen, no more buttons.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
The no buttons thing fucked me up. That's like one of the reasons I didn't get on the iPhone wave for a little while.
I remember.
Because I liked having like physical buttons.
A lot of people did it first.
Yeah.
They weren't a fan.
And then I learned about swipe text.
There was still a lot of competition, like BBM. Once iMessage came out, BBM got murdered.
Yeah.
It got absolutely murdered.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Although it's so funny because you can be like the incredibly bright like Steve Jobs, but then he like his death was not to shine his legacy. It was like stupid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like it was a completely treatable form of cancer that he decided to get. Like, you know, like
I don't even know.
weird treatments for something like
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he tried to get excuse me, unconventional like treatments for it.
It's so
Try to like
stupid.
eat fruits and vegetables or something.
That's crazy. You just beat it with eating apples a day. Apple a day
yeah,
keeps
try to eat an
apple a day keeps leukemia away.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that's terrible.
It was his pancreas, I think.
Oh god.
But well, Steve,
Thanks for your contribution.
thanks for the contribution.
I
yeah.
guess. I guess.
Well, they're also in like I guess they don't really need to do much to just cruise on the Apple legacy too. You know.
Yeah.
They could just like do the Apple Card thing.
Yeah, there's so
There's,
much to,
like
yeah,
also the
they're
iPhone-
the first $1 trillion company.
Yeah.
They're like by far they're the first trillion. The next is like I think Amazon. They're like 2.5, 2.6
Okay. Yeah.
as far as total market cap. Not
Yeah.
market cap, total cash value.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I mean they run it well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. They keep what Steve Jobs did
Yeah.
up to snuff.
Yeah. I love the new Apple Watch so much.
Yeah.
It's just one of my favorite. It's by far one of my favorite new products of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Then just because the screen bleeds over now,
Yeah.
so it looks even more like a. Just like I love this.
What do you mean by bleeds over?
So like it fades over the sides now, as opposed
Oh.
to just cutting off.
Okay.
So it's kind of nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah.
So, what do you use it for, though?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I really use it for is it's awesome on the train.
Uh-huh.
Number one, most importantly,
On the plane.
I never on the plane. I never touch my phone. Like everything I can do is through this. You know,
Right.
messages, music,
Yeah.
anything I need to do.
Yeah.
Working out, awesome. You know, I love it for keeping my heart. It's really insane how accurate the heart rate sensor is on this
Really?
thing. Yeah,
It's like a light that shoots into your
yeah.
wrist or something,
It's
right? You
it's
can
like
see,
this
like, on the
green.
inside.
It's like this green shit, but
Yeah.
it's only when I turn it on.
Right.
So that's awesome. I love that.
Mhm.
It's super accurate. It knows your resting heart rate constantly, which is
Yeah.
really cool. I don't know. I mean, there are a bunch of other cool factors
Yeah.
of this tool, but to me, it's like I like watches, but I don't. I want to get if I'm going to get a nice watch, I want it to be like a really nice like.
You want like utility or something like that, or
No, not even like I want to spend. Yeah, I guess utility because like until I spend like a lot of money on a nice watch, I don't want to spend a lot of money on a watch. If you get what I mean.
right.
So like this is like perfectly reasonable for what I'm looking for, which I could do so much with it
Yeah.
until like I would like to get a Rolex eventually one day in the next
With the Dabba Ranch.
with the fucking
With the Dabba Ranch. I just wanna Dabba Ranch.
just jerked off a ghost, a really tall ghost. But yeah, no, I would just until then. This thing is great.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't think I would get one, but the temptation for me is that I always like to use my phone less in any situation. And so being able to have notifications on my watch
Oh, it's great.
would urge me less to look at my phone because I'm just like, oh, I got a text.
It's great.
I don't need to worry about it because I
Calendar,
can just see it.
Work messaging, I love it.
Yeah, because it's like you just have your most important notifications on your watch, and then this way you don't have to like constantly keep looking at your phone, make sure you didn't get any notifications, you know?
Yeah.
Because because it's just like, oh, just look at my wrist.
Look at my wrist.
Piss on my wrist.
Look at my roller.
I think Future said that. Or I think that's like a common thing, right? Piss on your wrist.
Sounds like it.
It's like
I feel like I've heard it
when you have a
times.
gold watch or something like that.
Speaking of Future, dude,
They got weird phrases.
Kanye and Julia Fox are dating.
Julia Fox, who's that?
The girl from Uncut Gems.
Oh,
Isn't that crazy?
she's the
The big old booty.
She's I remember her.
Just type in Julia Fox Kanye. Even better.
Yeah, Julia Fox, Kanye. Sean Gardini was just talking about her like in one of the pods.
Yeah, this is how Sean Gardini talks.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen a big boy. Bottom.
he upgraded. Well,
Yeah,
we know
oh, yeah.
Kanye's type.
Second row. Yeah, that's the new pictures they just did. Second row, farthest to the right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
that's for the magazine they just did.
These people never grow up though, right?
Nah, who cares? They're just in high school with millions
They're
and billions
constantly in high school. Like, you have children with people and you just leave them and then you move on to other.
Mm-hmm.
It's like insane.
Julia Fox is literally a significantly better looking version of young Kim Kardashian. Like
Yeah.
her body type is exactly the same, perfect. Like as far as I know, natural.
Yeah.
She's
Oh, I
so
didn't show it.
beautiful.
There we go.
She's
Very
beautiful.
attractive.
And Kanye has such an appeal about him that not a single guy on the planet.
Oh wait, I don't
can,
know.
like,
It was rated R, right? I don't
Uncut
know.
cocks. I mean, uncut gems.
Would we see? We'll risk
What do you
it.
mean?
Risk
We're
it for the
good.
biscuit.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, bada bing.
Adam Sandler.
Good for her.
No, good for him.
Yeah, good for Kanye.
And good for Adam Sandler.
Isn't it crazy that you could just like date a bipolar person?
Yeah.
I think
Good for
Kanye
them.
needs like serious help, doesn't he?
Nah, he's good, man.
He's doing okay.
He just signed a crazy contract with the Gap and Balenciaga.
So would
So
you
there-
say it's just for attention then?
What do you mean?
Like his whole thing?
No, he's
like,
definitely got issues, but he's such a genius, though.
He is a genius.
So-
Musical.
All
He's
geniuses.
he's
are
a
crazy.
lyricist.
Yeah, he's a lyrosophical genius, but he's also. A lot of people could argue the point that he's a better influence to fashion than he is to music these days.
Mm-hmm.
He's just such an icon in the music
Avery
world.
was just talking about how like his whole clique was like has just blown up fashion wise. Like
Yeah.
the
Well-
guy who died, what's his name? Virgil
Oh my god.
Abloh.
Yeah, he's
Like he was part of.
he was the
Kanye's-
number one probably like streetwear designer in the world at the time with Off-White, Louis Vuitton main designer.
Mhm.
That's through Kanye.
Yeah.
I mean, Don C's another one that Kanye really brought up, who's like the Chicago-based designer who has some of the sickest like NBA collabs, sneaker collabs, Jordan collabs. I mean, Travis Scott. You could look at Travis Scott. He speaks for himself, like all the
Yeah.
clothing and sneaker and the McDonald's.
doing the robot while people die.
Yeah, doing the robot while people die. He also likes to dip his French fries in the barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce, my barbecue sauce.
So yeah, Kanye in so many ways, and again, I will always say this: he's the most impactful music artist
Yeah.
to at least any person who's in music after 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just changed everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
I remember talking to somebody though, and they were like criticizing him, and I'm like, yeah, but he's bipolar.
And he's
literally crazy.
bipolar.
He's
Like,
literally a crazy person.
Are you making fun of the mentally ill?
Yeah, you got to hit him with that.
Yeah.
You got to be like,
So
are
you
serious?
don't like mentally ill people? Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I see how
You're
it
a
is.
bad person.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
So yeah, it's just like so cool. I mean, he is like a groundbreaking person. I feel like his music has been kind of lackluster lately, but like you
Yeah.
said, fashion wise,
Well,
still
I gotta tell you, this new album still, Donda, it just like every Kanye album besides Jesus is King grows on you so quickly.
Oh yeah,
There's so many songs.
I should listen back.
Yeah. I
Donda.
think I'm gonna Donda. Just skip that song. You're
Okay,
good. You
yeah.
get it. It's a bad taste,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. I like skits, but that like wasn't even. That was just somebody saying Donda a lot.
Yeah.
Like what? What are you going for? You know?
Yeah. So good to win in fantasy.
Oh, you're the champion, right?
Yeah. It's so
Fantasy
nice.
league. So does second place get anything in the other league too, or
In
the
No.
Sam's league?
It's no funny because in that league, yeah, I got $50.
Oh, nice.
It's fine. It's my money back. It's cool.
Yeah, whatever. I
Whatever.
don't care.
It's not 50
Second
bucks.
place.
It's just like
Stupid.
it's like a cool. It's like a long Uber. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, just one of the 4 G's you'll spend on
one of the 4.
or well, a small percentage of the 4 G's.
I realized you used that mic, but this was the mic that This was your mic.
Oh, what is
Interesting.
this from?
That's the extra mic.
Oh, nice. I'll use it.
You're good. You're good.
I don't give an H.
I don't give a damn. Yeah, it's crazy that New York City is about to make all healthcare workers, and not New York City, New York State. Kathy Hochul said all healthcare workers are going to have the booster to be considered fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
It was going to happen one way or another. It's going to go down.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm so sick of COVID.
I know.
Like, I'm so sick of talking about it. I'm like, I don't even care which side of the issue.
That's why we didn't record last week. We didn't even talk about it.
Oh yeah, you had COVID.
I had COVID. It should
Yeah.
fuck me up. But it's still like it's not something that makes me want to stop and change the entire city for.
Yeah.
I just stayed in my bed for 3 days and I quarantined
Exactly.
for 7.
Yeah. I'm just so like it's so ridiculous. So it's clearly at this point it's just the government lacking behind on
And the amount of money in it.
and obviously the amount of money, like Pfizer
Yeah.
still making a buck.
Damn, yo. Fizreal.
Israel.
I love that shit though. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool to see how much trust they have in their government.
Yeah. Well, they're an Israeli-based
Because-
they're an Israeli company, Pfizer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they unless I'm bugging.
I thought the guy is
Look it up.
Greek.
Make sure I'm not bugging here.
Pfizer. What a company? Pfizer origin
Origin,
country?
yeah.
No way. They were founded in Brooklyn, New York.
No way. Maybe they were Jews in Brooklyn, New York.
Maybe.
Jews in Brooklyn, New York.
wouldn't-
Jews in Brooklyn, New York. That makes sense.
Oh,
right?
did it say that?
No, I'm betting on it. Let's hear the name of the people.
Yeah, their headquarters in Manhattan. I've walked
Well,
by.
I
there a
know,
couple
but I
times.
didn't know that was there. I thought that was their New York City headquarters.
American multinational pharmaceutical and biotechnical company.
Charles
Biotechnological.
F. Earhart. Charles Pfizer.
Oh, did you know that's actually Amelia Earhart's father?
No way.
Nah,
But I was you.
I told you.
I was fucking in there.
the current CEO is like Greek or something. He's the one that Lex Friedman. Yeah, he's Greek. He runs a diner. That's what Tim said.
He runs a diner. He does look like a diner owner. It's crazy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a funny photo too.
Yeah, he literally looks like he's a diner owner in
Yeah.
that picture.
Anyway, gosh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's just like I know, like I still like looking at the topics just because it's such a monumental failure on so many levels. The whole pandemic,
Right.
like the medical industry, the pharmaceutical industry, the like scientific community, the
Right.
government,
Right.
everything gets politicized. It's just there's so much to it that it's like fun to still like look into and like
Yeah.
see different interviews from
Right.
different viewpoints. But it's at the same time it's like
Why are there different viewpoints?
why are there different viewpoints? And it's just like we get it. At this point all the information is out there and most people are still just ignoring it and it's just like I don't know what more you guys want.
It's troubling.
It is troubling.
You know?
I'm very scared for any other situation that ever happens again. It's like it's Glenn
It's
Greenwald.
weaponized.
Glenn-
Yeah, the thing you said, the Glenn Greenwald.
Glenn Greenwald.
Yeah.
He said he was talking about how January 6th, but he also mentioned the pandemic as well, how the government and other institutions will take advantage of these kinds of situations
Right.
and take control and they'll never give it back. Like we're still facing stuff like from the Patriot Act from after 9/11
Yeah, we will forever. It
Forever.
completely changed this country.
forever.
And at first it made sense, and again it just completely, just like the vaccine. Like obviously I got the
The
vaccine.
vaccine, man.
The vaccine. You gotta get the vaccine, man. The vaccine.
No, don't get the vaccine, man. Ivermectin, man.
Get the ivermectin, bro.
But yeah,
I didn't
Yeah,
remember
I got
when he
it
made
too. It's just like-
when he made fun of the North Korean woman who was a defector, and he thought he was
Yeah.
a fraud. By the way, she like wasn't a fraud.
Yeah.
he was like pumping her fully as a fraud. Like, I know, get the vaccine, man.
yeah. That was crazy because you just don't hear that anymore. Like
yeah,
Asian accents.
yeah, they were so
Yeah.
common back in the
Fucking
day.
Tim Dillon.
Yeah,
Because he's gay, he could just like get
he
away
could
with
do literally
so much
anything
stuff.
he wants.
Such a
Yeah.
fucking amazing comedian, dude.
It's a hierarchy,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna buy Louis Special. I want to watch it this weekend.
Yeah, I want to watch that too.
I think I might tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I might watch it with.
Oh
Kat.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you're gonna watch the cat. Nice.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think I'm gonna wait until Chris comes back from wherever the fuck he's always somewhere. Maybe we'll watch on Discord or something. I think I'll message him about it.
Ooh.
What's up?
No,
Anything?
just looking at the poker game news.
Oh, nice.
all.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. When is Chris moving to the city? Fuck.
I don't know. We're gonna I'll ask him again. He's definitely mentioned it at least several times, or maybe he hasn't, and that's why I don't know. But I also don't pay attention. Like, I space out a lot. So,
He started his job already?
no, not yet, not yet. He's still chilling, skiing a lot. He likes skiing, so. Oh, you know what I started doing? I started taking online courses, and like through Coursera and stuff.
Oh,
Specifically, Coursera.
Era, okay.
Yeah, Coursera. Well, one word. Coursera. Course RA. And they have like a free machine learning course. And I never realized like online learning is so good. I'm just thinking back to like all the times that my teacher has like sucked ass in elementary, middle, or high school.
Right.
You could have, I mean, not during our age, but nowadays you could just Google it and find a teacher that's like 10 times better on YouTube who is like enthusiastic and will make you have fun on the subject.
That makes sense. That's
Isn't
why
that
like
so crazy?
that's why learning in this country is broken, because it's so antiquated no matter what you try.
Yeah.
Like classrooms will always be decades behind from what we actually should be doing in them, I feel.
Yeah.
Because it takes so long to fix things.
Yeah, because just
Process.
anything that has to do with the government and public schools are obviously run by them. So it's just, they're just doomed to fail.
From the beginning, they're set up to fail. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
There are too many rules, there's too many regulations, and there's not enough people actually like put in place to do things.
Yeah.
I'm signing up for my city council board so I can go into the meetings and actually have a say.
That's dope.
Yeah, I love local politics. Is so much cooler to me than the federal scale.
Yeah. I've been thinking about how I want to get involved too, but I don't really know any of the shit
Well,
to do.
thankfully, I've got a good key
Yeah.
person who could help me.
Your lady. Yeah, she's very knowledgeable on the subject.
Yeah, and so I'm already signed up for the board. I'm gonna find it's not, and basically anybody can get on.
Yeah.
And you get to go to all of these legislator meetings where they determine how to, put where do they allocate money into budgets in your area. So I'm gonna choose like the Tudor City area.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Tudor City, where's that?
It's this area. It's like
Oh, okay.
First Avenue, Second Avenue, Third Avenue, from like
In the 50.
from like 50th, 51st down to like 44th, 43rd.
Okay, nice, nice.
So
it's cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool. It's nice to get involved, dude.
Yeah.
I was listening. I know you're not a fan, but I was listening to Andrew Yang's audiobook, and he talks all about like statistics on different things, how the government hasn't done anything good in like such a long time. Like he starts off with Obamacare and how like the website would constantly go down and stuff, and he just like goes over so many different things, and he goes at it from such a statistical like standpoint, and like just looks at the data and what's wrong with it. And the whole thing that he's pushing now is open primaries and ranked choice voting.
That's cool. I like ranked choice voting. Ranked choice voting is ranked choice voting, which is what we do in New York City, and we did it in the last election. It was very good because you can rank it. And again, you're just because you're not first doesn't mean your vote doesn't count.
Yeah, I thought that was really nice.
Puts more power to the people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so
it's better than being so finite on things.
Yeah, and I think open primaries would be a huge thing too. I think that would be a very helpful, step in the right direction because if you think about it that way, if you have ranked choice voting and open primaries, anybody can sign up regardless of party affiliation, right? And we know that Democrats and Republicans are failing us, right? For the most part, right? A lot. They failing us a lot.
A lot. How much? And then, how many times you fail? A lot.
Yeah. And so you have that, and so anybody can sign up now. And then with ranked choice voting, you have to get 51% of the vote to win. So it's like you can actually get people who are popular instead of like just appealing to like during the Democratic primaries when Bernie was really getting some.
Well, Bernie got fucked by his own people. The DNC they just didn't end up standing by him when he was winning the popular vote for like 45% way through. It was crazy. Fucking Hillary. It's so funny.
It is what it is.
She read her would-be victory speech recently from the 2016 election. She was like crying while reading it on air. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, lady? Go live
You're
somewhere.
a loser.
Yeah, like
you're so rich.
Like, I don't get it. Get out of the spotlight.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
All right, we're at the point in the interview, in the podcast where we could talk about a little more wild things. And there's something I really ought to talk about.
Yeah, sure.
I can't stand, and I'm very defensive about this, I cannot stand the people defending the Capitol riots and comparing them to like 9/11 and
Kamala
Pearl
Harris
Harbor.
fucking did that.
It blows my mind. Okay, again, not to say that what happened on January 6th, because you have to say it was horrible.
Yeah.
Like insanity.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. It was insane.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
The person that was murdered on that day, not murdered, was killed on that day was Ashley Babbitt, the woman who was in storming, which like everybody universally agrees, like, yeah, you get shot for doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel horrible for the senators and the people that were there that were like threatened and like almost got attacked by these people.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, none of them got hurt. Like all of them were fine. People comparing it to 9/11,
insane. 3,000 people like were wiped off,
including hundreds of like firefighters, hundreds of police officers, hundreds of like innocent people who like went in to help.
Pearl Harbor too.
Like, people just forget about Pearl Harbor at this rate, so it's like an afterthought, which scares me. Like about like things, just the past happens and we move on. To compare it,
scary.
To compare the two, which is why we shouldn't be comparing these things at all. It's a bad look to compare them. Period.
Yeah,
because it creates conversations like this, which don't need to happen.
They don't,
because they're both bad in their own ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're both very bad in their own ways. But to say that the magnitude of the situations were the same is insane.
Bro, oh my god, my friend showed me this tweet and he was
scary.
It was like spot on. Let me pull it up real quick.
Pull that shit up. Nobody's listening anyway. Fuck all of you who don't agree.
He said January 6th would be, this is the tweet that he sent me. He was like, this is exactly how I feel on it. January 6th would be just like 9/11 if, instead of flying planes into buildings, Muhammad Atta had left the box cutter at home, tried to force his way onto an airplane without a ticket, and was summarily executed by airport security. It's so true though. Like,
yeah, that's really funny.
If they just fucked it up completely and then just got destroyed by the government,
right?
It's like, it's so spot on. It's like,
after watching 4 hours at the Capitol again, like I don't want to like shed light on how that's fucking hilarious. I don't want to shed light on how bad it was, because how bad it wasn't, because it was really bad, and there were a lot of the Capitol Police, who again, like, their job was technically a joke up until that point. Yeah, but like, yeah, it's like nobody's gonna storm the Capitol, and then they stormed the Capitol. Oh, it's like that fucking the spits out cereal meme. It's like they'll never storm the Capitol. Yeah, that's great. But I just, that's why I'm very like, you should not compare bad situations, especially in this situation, especially in these two.
It's just like it's such poor taste. Yeah, and
especially as the vice president.
As the vice president, and like, man, I just think there's no way they're going to survive the midterm.
Yeah, Joe Biden's approval rating is lower than Trump's ever was right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not midterm. This after this term,
2024. Yeah,
and they're going to get fucked.
Well, typically, I mean, historically, the midterm flips after the presidency flips. So we're most likely going to see more conservatives winning this midterm. Yeah, just like in 2018. Yeah, we saw more Democrats win in the midterm.
Yeah. And I was just talking to my buddies about this while we're playing Nazi zombies in Black Ops.
Wow.
Sick. Yeah, such a blast killing zombies. Yeah. Anyway, I was just talking about them. It's crazy. It's gone from like every 8 years you'd see us flip. Mm-hmm. Now it's like every 4 years. Mm-hmm. And now every midterms you're going to get these crazy vast like flip-flops, right? From like Democrats running everything to Republicans running everything, because people are just grasping at straws, right? Yeah. Like they're trying to get something. Mm-hmm. And so they're flip-flopping, but they both of them are just running us into the ground.
Well, I got to tell you, somebody that I really like for 2024 is Liz Cheney.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's the Dick Cheney's daughter, who's conservative, I think Missouri? I'm not sure. No. Can you find out where she is? Liz Cheney. Wyoming. Cool. So swing state. Yeah. I love like how she carries herself. She's young. She's very much a moderate. Yeah. she's very much like not a true conservative. She's more of a classic, like she's more of a true conservative than the classic, like the new conservative, which is like this Trumpian. She was the only one who went to the thing at the House yesterday she's the only conservative to go to the Democrats speaking on the January 6th thing, which I don't get why no Republicans go to that.
It's so weird.
It's fucking weird.
It's like, I was just so the Lex Friedman interview. They were just talking about how they had a team of scientists, right, from Democrats and Republicans to talk about something. The Democrats did all like unanimously said they doubt the FDA, right, and then Joe Biden wins, and it's flip flops completely. It's like these things are not partisan. Like these issues should not be
checks
political
and balances
or partisan.
also don't work.
Yeah,
like they just don't work.
Yeah, so it's like go ahead.
No, as you were saying, it's like the checks and balances don't work. That proves to it. Kathy Hochul's talking about getting term limits into the states, and which I think is a great thing. Yeah. That'll never. Good. It'll never fucking happen.
Yeah,
like it will never fucking happen. It'll never pass on any level because it's got to pass through somebody who basically says, "Do I now want to hand over my job in 4 to 8 years?" Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like the checks and balances are broken. Things like that are never going to change when the power structure is through so many levels of people, of individuals who have that power.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to move to Puerto Rico.
Dude,
Leandro,
I'm moving to Miami.
Envenido, ami. Yo, bro, can we please move soon? I'm so
dude. Let's go to Miami.
All I need is for you to be like, all right, Sam, I'm done with this.
I have so many roots here is the problem. But I would have moved if I was a free bird. And I would have moved to to Florida by now.
First of all, number one, you are a free bird. You are a free bird. You are a free bird.
Yeah.
So no matter what, you can make those decisions at the end of the day if you really wanted to. Yeah. Because number two, you're in a position where if you need to fly back anywhere, especially Florida, which is why I always say this, it's
basically Long Island.
It's basically Long Island. It is an $80 to $100 round trip, or $80 to $150 round trip, depending on what time of the year it is. And like because you always have roots here, you always have the reason to come back here at any weekend, anytime you want. And like working remotely is pretty great. But yeah, no, I'm just, first of all, I hate how much I pay in taxes. Like, it makes me so upset. Like, in Miami.
And you don't see it at all.
You don't see it at all. Wait, what do you mean?
Like, you don't see, you're paying so much tax, so many taxes.
No, it's horrible.
And you're not getting any of that.
So much in taxes and so much in rent.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know in Miami, I'm immediately saving like 16 to 18%, depending on what tax bracket I fall into, just on my income. So like, if I could spend instead of like my income tax, I could be paying that on my like property tax on something I own down there. Yeah, like that's a great way to pay my taxes. Like I'm fine, I know what it's going to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here you just get ramrodded. You know what I mean? And you know, it's just
they just take half.
Yeah,
it's like holy shit. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, even if you make the minimum salary a year in the city, you still get taxed more than the second highest tax bracket in Miami, in Florida.
Wow.
So it's like people who make $40,000 a year getting the same tax as people who are making $120,000 a year in Miami.
Wow.
It's scary, and I hate it. And it's
doesn't
not
make sense, right?
Yeah, and it's something you have no control over because of the city we live in.
Yeah.
You know? But people outside of the city, outside of Long Island, people who live in upstate,
right?
Like they don't pay anything in taxes. They pay nothing. They pay like, I think like almost half of what we do because the city is so much more.
Oh, the city specifically? I didn't even know that.
If you look,
the state.
Look at your statements. You pay an additional 8.5% just because you live in the city.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then depending on your income bracket, that number can go up to 12.
Okay.
Outside of the city in Long Island, and parts of Long Island don't count too.
Yeah.
But outside of the city in Long Island, and Staten Island doesn't count in that.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
I was looking at software engineering jobs and companies in Miami, but unfortunately it's not quite the scene that you would see at like Silicon Valley or
Miami is a lot more like startup real estate, startup like fintech. It's very much like a midtown like Midtown Wall Street, like young Wall Street vibe, where
Yeah,
it's a lot of people trying to get in on new money.
Yeah.
It's
NFTs and shit.
and
Like Tim Dillon.
Well, also like my industry, it's very much booming down in Miami. A lot of like private lending and a lot of like that's a lot of people are moving down there.
Yeah.
Because again, you save a lot on your money when you live down there. But yeah, and again, something that if I had $1 million today to spend, I don't even need $1 million. If I had like 150,000 additional dollars today, I would either buy something nice in Miami or something amazing in Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico is just going to be Miami eventually. It's too close. It's the same distance from New York. It's the same distance from other like hubs just compared to Miami, with like an additional 30 minutes on the way back because of tailwinds.
Yeah.
It's already an American's, like it's a U.S. territory.
Yeah.
So you don't have
When
to.
is it? Do you think it's ever going to become a state?
You don't want it to, but that's the thing. You don't want it to become a state, because when it becomes a state, it adds so much in taxes that you have to pay. Do you know why, like Logan Paul and you don't know why they moved there? Logan Paul and Jake Paul.
I know they're there, but I don't know why.
By far the lowest U.S. residency taxes in the country. I think you can pay as low as like 4.5% in the top tax bracket in America.
Wow.
Yeah, which is like absurd.
insane. Yeah.
You know, so like on your property tax. So like that's nothing, and there's no income tax.
Yeah, and those guys are probably never in a single spot, right? That's
No.
just where they're claiming their income.
They're in the income, and you have to live there for a certain amount of time. And I think it's like 2 months, and they love it.
That's
there.
it?
Yeah,
Just
they have
2
a
months?
beautiful. They have like a beautiful.
I'm about to
compound.
just buy like a shitty little thing and
You
just.
don't even need to buy a shitty little thing.
Yeah,
like,
you could buy like a nice ass house
can
for
buy
probably
something
like
gorgeous.
stupid cheap.
when I went there in November, one of my favorite things, I'm such a fucking old man. One of my favorite things to do when I'm walking around places that I haven't been before is go on Zillow and
Man's looking at the property.
Yeah,
That's a New York thing. I feel like it's not
Yeah.
even an old man thing.
You know what?
Like everybody looks at.
I love it. I love
People
looking at
love
like
looking on
the
Street Easy and
area,
shit.
Street Easy and Zillow, just to see like what's in the area, what you could do. And like in Miami, obviously, you know, there's a bunch of apartments, like $3,000 mortgage, a $3,000 mortgage a month can get you a really nice apartment on the water and the beach. A $3,000 mortgage in Puerto Rico can get you like the most prestigious building in San Juan on the boardwalk in like either a city center. You can get it on the beachfront, on a private beach with like all the amenities in a brand new skyrise.
Wow.
So it's like, you know, in years time when travel not only kicks up, but when people just like want to go, because again, it's crazy that people didn't know. And this is obviously we knew, and obviously people we all knew this, that Puerto Rico is a part of the U.S.
Yeah.
Until that hurricane hit Puerto Rico, a fuck ton of people didn't know Puerto Rico was a U.S. territory. Is that not crazy?
Yeah, that's so insane.
It just shows how dumb the country is.
embarrassing.
It's more than it's stupid.
It's like Trump was saying when he was interviewing with Candace Owens.
Yeah,
He was
oh my
like, we're
God.
like 39th or something in education.
Yeah, remember he was in Puerto Rico during the hurricane, throwing toilet paper to people. Like it was so.
Trump?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
saying that.
shooting
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, like it's a beautiful place. English is very much like accepted there as the first language.
Yeah.
even if
Oh,
you don't
paper
speak Spanish.
towels.
Yeah,
Trump throws paper towels in the crowd.
dude.
They like him.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Huh.
That's so funny. Holy shit. Yo, he's got the fucking. Look at
He's
his
from
form.
New York, man. His form is beautiful.
Yeah. Could have been.
Yo, he's
Yo, he's got the wrist. Look at the wrist flick. That's so funny, dude. What a G.
God, I love him. No, I don't. I miss him though.
I miss him for the
The
comedy.
jokes were hilarious. The jokes were hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Anyway.
he needs a Twitter back.
We're at 58 minutes. Look at us.
Nice. Yeah, we're doing well. We're
did
just
well.
flying through it.
Yeah.
It was a good one. I like this.
Yeah, this is a fun one. I feel like this is our most fluid one.
Yeah. It felt like it was just so clean.
Felt good.
I don't think I have anything else to say.
You got poker tonight?
Yeah. Wish me luck next time. We'll
Yeah,
talk
dude.
about how much money I lost.
Yeah. Good wishes.
I preface this with a lot
Wishing you
of
good luck.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I watched a lot of YouTube before this to get like poker videos
Yeah.
to help get me in the mindset. So I feel ready.
All right, so you're mentally prepared.
Yeah. I feel good.
Nice, nice.
All right.
Sweet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week. Probably sooner than later. We might post. Well, maybe we could just save to post it.
I could
post it.
Yeah, I mean now it's so easy.
Right.
So all I do is I make it a little louder because the audio is like a little quiet,
Right.
and then I just upload it.
So easy.
I'll do it tonight. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, peace out, motherfuckers.
Peace out.